Good evening. Welcome to this episode of Not a Real Court. I am your host, King Matthew. With me today, to my upper left, is the bad guy.
Oh yeah.
To my right is Judge Joe.
Hi.
Welcome to our show where we debate topics of discussion, where me, the deciding deciderer, will choose the winning argument. In today's episode, we will decide, is life actually a simulation? Like, did you really just think that I was talking in robot that whole time, or did you hear it because of said simulation? We're going to find out. And we're going to start off with Kenny. Kenny, which side are you on?
I'm on the side that life is not a simulation.
All right.
I'm on
So
that side.
it was just me being me the whole time. I understand. All right.
Yeah, that was you. Because
Yeah,
it ain't
being
no
weird as
simulation.
shit.
And the first thing I'm gonna say, as being born in Florida, there's no way you can simulate Florida, man. Do you see the ridiculous stuff it comes up with like that? There's no way. That's just meth. That's all that is. Just meth. That's my opening statement right there. Meth. What you got, simulation man?
Opening statement just being meth is like, I don't even know how to come back to that. Like, that is just so out there. Straight edge.
Just saying. Ain't no way to
Oh
simulate
man,
that.
you really caught me off guard with the meth part. So I'm gonna open it up with it is there's so many things like it's very hard for me to picture people living their daily lives like doing stuff unless you actually see them do it. One thing I always see brought up is, have you ever seen your neighbor bring their groceries in? And I don't think I've ever seen a neighbor bring their groceries in, if I'm being honest. Like, can you guys say you've watched your neighbors carry in their groceries?
No, but I've never seen a pregnant Asian either.
Whew, man.
I'm just saying I've never seen that. So I can't because I've never seen it, I can't say it isn't true.
Not seeing a pregnant Asian is insane because don't they have the highest birth
Yeah.
rate?
Exactly.
Whew,
Just like how you
man.
said you never seen the groceries being brought in, but they're eating. So I can't say that.
Like I've seen food be delivered to people's house. So I will say that there is food going in the house. I've seen that. But I have never seen someone I've seen people in the store, but I've never seen them bringing their groceries. I have a girl that's lived across the street from me. I'm home all the time. I've never seen her carrying groceries. I used to live in a trailer park for 25 years. So I was surrounded. Never seen someone bring them in.
And you would think if it was simulation, do you think it'd be a better simulation by now? You know what I'm saying? You had time to make it better. We don't have updates. We don't have better updates than this. Is this as good as it gets?
Okay, but the thing is that the simulation is built around you. So like this is my simulation right now.
So you're saying I'm a non-playable character in your simulation? I'm not the main character, is what
No,
you're saying?
I'm obviously the main character here because I know I'm real. I don't know you're real.
That's how I feel like. I feel like I know I'm real. I don't know
No,
if you're real. You have never seen a black person before. For 20,
I did.
25 years.
Exactly, because I didn't have the update yet.
You see, your updates are wrong. So you playing Madden 96. I'm on Madden 23. I'm just getting to the 25. I'm
You're
getting there.
confirming it's a simulation then?
I'm saying if it's a simulation, you need to update your whatever you got going on. You need to update it. Is what I'm saying.
It is. Have you ever seen The Truman Show?
Yes.
One
I finally
of
saw
my
it the first time.
one of my
Y'all told me to
favorite
watch it,
movies.
and I watched it.
Tell me my life isn't The Truman Show.
Your life isn't the Truman Show.
Just
because you haven't traveled outside of the state doesn't mean that there's a dome around you.
I have been all over the place.
Okay, then you're not on the Truman Show. No one's making a dome that big.
They don't need to. They don't need to make a dome that big, but they have.
And think about this: if it's a simulation, why is it the most boring simulation? Why do we have to pay bills and then die?
Because they're testing.
And that's as far as they went.
What do you mean that's as far as they went? I haven't
Just
died, so I don't know that that's
paying
real.
bills and then dying.
All right, so
I don't know that dying is real because I haven't got that DLC yet.
So let me hang on. So I have a big clarifying question here that I'm getting stuck on. So the majority, Joe, I think the majority of your argument right now is a philosophical approach that Nietzsche has. It's the whole I think therefore I am. The only thing that I can prove is that I exist because I'm thinking. I can't prove that Kenny exists. I can't prove that I'm not just making him up as my own thing, right? But so your big thing then was that somebody created the simulation. So did you create your own simulation, or did somebody create your simulation?
I'm inside of a computer.
So somebody created your simulation and Kenny's simulation. They created each person's individual simulation.
I mean,
No,
I don't know if you guys have your own simulations because you're not real.
Well, but I have to know that. So if for you to say that it's Nietzsche, that I'm going to sit here and say I know that I'm thinking, so you're wrong. So I wouldn't make that argument.
Well, that's why I said earlier. That's why I said I know I'm real. I don't know you real. That's why I said that. Like if we're gonna do that there, and you believe in seeing is believing, and like I said, you haven't experienced a lot. Is what I'm saying. That's why it's that kind of thing where it's like if you never done all these different things.
Mine's a comedy.
You see, yours is a comedy.
Mine's a comedy.
Because that's what I'm saying. So it's like
the only time
it's hard to say that when you haven't experienced it all. Because I haven't experienced it like that. Because it's a lot of things I'm like, I'm scared. I'm not doing that. Where there's some people out there they've done it all and they can be like, yeah, I can't say it's simulation.
How do you know they didn't increase the fear on you?
Like it was like it was a bar. Like I had like
they got like little knobs. They can like change your stuff. Like let's make him scared of this and see how he reacts.
Like I got a 96.
Let's get rid of it. Let's have Matt be able to talk him into going on a roller coaster. Let's turn it down for a second.
So now, like, if you're gonna go that route, so you got, like I said, you got 96 overall in fear, and then he's got like a 98 overall in like manipulation and like
persuasion. It's persuasion.
Persuasion. Can you manipulate me at this point? 'Cause I'm not doing it.
See, I'm not looking at it the way that you are. So I'm saying that I'm the only real person in my simulation. Whereas you guys are just like your implants created in the code, let's say.
I see what you're trying to say. But I'm saying my thing is if this is a simulation, why is it so boring? You would think it'd be more wilder than if that be the case. Like I said, I feel like we're restricted a lot. If that's the case, I feel like we should be able to do a lot more.
Listen, here's my thing. I've worked at the winery for 10 years. I have met so many AI. There are customers that come in that
is true. I will give you that.
Literally are AI.
People are definitely NPCs sometimes. You're like, what?
Yeah, that's what I mean. NPCs. There is this fucking guy. Him and his dad come to the bar. They both sit there and just look straight. They're not characters you can speak to. They're not characters you can interact with. They just sit straight. I don't think I've ever filled their drinks, but they always have drinks.
It just fills up by itself.
That's impressive.
They literally sit there like this. I'm not even kidding. They sit at the bar like, and they don't do. They sit there for hours. And then I walk over and I'll be like, "Oh, how is everything?"
So what do you think about dreams then?
I mean, I'll be honest. I rarely have dreams.
Because I'm trying to figure, like, if life is a simulation, what does that mean? Is that like a save point?
Probably like
what does that mean? But why is this stuff random shit going on during a save point?
That's when they load the updates. That's the loading screen. It's when you see the crazy shit.
I feel like we would have more glitches if that was the case. More glitches and errors.
Yeah. So Joe, do you have any examples of why you think this is a simulation, though? Or is it just because of because the only
Mandela
thing you can prove
effect?
is you? Okay.
So you think that's just a incorrect coding? That
Yep, Mandela effect. You got an update, fucked up something.
Do you have one of those you swear by?
One that I swear by, like for sure, the Fruit of the Looms thing.
that's the
Yeah,
only one.
that's-
That's the only one. I'm like, I could have sworn that was back there. Yeah, that's the only one. The rest of them, I'm like, eh. And Pikachu's tail was the one too. I could have sworn it was black at the end.
I'm
That was the other
still.
one.
Is
I'm
it
still-
not?
No, it's not. That's the Mandela effect. The Mandela, like, it's actually just all yellow, but we always thought there was like black on the end of it.
What the fuck?
Damn. Oh, you made me just forget my one. Damn, what was the other? I just had the one that. I
But
always
the
wanted
Monopoly
to-
Man,
No.
The
Berenstain
Monopoly
Bears.
Man was another good one. What was that? The movie with the genie? Is this Shazam?
Oh,
No, not
Shazam. Yes.
Yeah,
With Shaq.
it is
Shaq
Shazam.
is Shazam. That one definitely happened.
Excuse me.
I'm looking up Mandela effects.
Yeah, I remember all those shits. Like I said, you got Berenstain Bears. You got Fruit Loops that was spelled Frot, but it was never spelled like that. We got like I said, we already said Monopoly Man. There was one. I think I already said Berenstain Bears. There's another one that there was the space, like the Challenger blown up. The year was off on there. Like people think it was a different year than what it was. Same with what's old boy's name? That Neil Armstrong. That there was a thing where he had died. That was one too. That he had died way earlier than what he did. But that's like those are the main ones I always hear about. And then you already said the one with the genie, Sinbad playing genie.
Oh yeah, Sinbad. I don't know why I always think it's Shaq.
Well, Shaq was the actual Kazam, but they were saying there was a genie that was starring Sinbad that was also had the same name, and everybody swore they had it, but they can't find the VHS.
Which was the episode that Sinbad was in? And
It's Always Sunny.
yeah, thank you.
Yeah, that was when Dennis was he was trying to make it seem like he was in like Stigmata. He was trying to make it seem like he was touched by Jesus and he was getting Jesus scars on him, but he was really going crazy in there and he's getting beat up by Sinbad and the guy from, what was it, Matchbox 20?
Yes,
I think I just had to look the Star Wars
Rob
one
Thomas.
up.
Yeah.
I had to look the Star Wars one up because I can never remember the actual quote. But Luke, I am your father is not what he says.
Yeah, he just says, "I'm your father."
Right.
But
That's
everybody
fucked up.
quotes it like, "Luke, I am your father." Like, he didn't say that shit.
He did though. He did.
He didn't say Luke.
He did before.
He did before the simulation happened.
Before the update.
So, yeah, for the update. All right, take that one line out. Switch it up a little bit. But yeah, I ain't got shit else.
All right, I was
I
gonna
guess
say,
so.
I'm like, let's say I was gonna see if anybody has any final arguments, but all right, so no follow up from Meth. We'll just stick with Meth.
I forgot.
I had
Matt
other
was
stuff I
arguing.
said, but I was like, that was why I started off at the gate with that. I was like, I explained Florida Man did. There's no way to explain that. The people's actions
I haven't seen it
are
though.
so ridiculous that it's like there's no
Have
way.
you seen them do it?
I've seen Jamel in person. Like, that explains everything.
Yeah, Jamel's fucked up.
Yeah, Jamel as a person.
Jamel might be the main character.
There's no way he can be a main character if that's the case.
He's
There's no way.
Jazz.
He's that guy that you walk by on GTA that's like, man, I had to slap my mama yesterday. You're like, what the fuck? It's come by saying random shit on GTA. That's Jamel.
All right, Joe, any final simulation arguments?
Watch the Truman Show. Tell me I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
All right, well let me.
AI is coming into effect too now, so
Let me run this Scantron
You got
then.
stimulation
Here.
in simulation.
Yeah, Meth won. That was
Meth?
that was-
all he did
No,
was
I
say
mean-
meth.
I know
I
he
saw-
did, but you're
You use a Scantron reader,
stuck.
you vegetable.
I'm stuck on the part where you're trying to tell me that I'm fake. Like that's your argument in the simulation is for me to agree that I'm fake, and I can't do that because I know I'm real. So in your argument of you knowing that you're
But
real
I
but
don't know you're
nothing
real.
else is, so that's why it's a simulation. But I know I'm real, so I can't vote for that one. Otherwise, then I don't.
I can't
Then what
guarantee
am
you're
I?
real.
I know you. I know you can't. I know you can't. That's actually. I really do love that argument. That really, when you really do go down that whole thing with Nietzsche of that's the only thing in life that you really can prove is your own existence. It then also becomes very dangerous, though.
I will say, as a kid, I think I've said this on the show before. My two things, like believe in simulations, like as a kid, I thought everybody was like stationary, and then when I came, they were like, "Hey, how you doing?" Like they all just kind of switched up, and then I thought the moon was following me as a kid. I was like, "That shit."
Oh,
I don't
said
have
that-
the moon here. There's no moon DLC. Listen,
He
That's
definitely,
nice.
he definitely got
Listen-
the moon DLC.
no,
I
no,
was
no.
gonna
Hear me
say-
out. No, hear me out. Because I even fucking Rich was here the one day, and I was like, "You want to know?" I forgot how it even came up, but I was like, "You want to know what's crazy? There's no moon out here." And he's like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" He went outside and he came back and he's like, "Yeah, there's no moon. You
There
can't
is a
find
moon
it."
out there. I saw a whole werewolf out there when I was
No, you were gone before dark.
I'm saying it was dark, and we saw, and the werewolf came by. I swear it did. I swear it did. There was definitely a moon over there.
That was just me with my shirt off. You don't gotta worry though. I just shaved my back. I had my company picnic, so I had to have Abby do the shave down on me because it was a water park.
Yeah. I got
yeah. And on that note, we want to thank everyone for coming to this episode.
Yeah, thank you for coming.
Oh, you can see this episode again, as well as plenty of other episodes at T, that's letter T, the number 1, then the word 3, media.com. Not the number 3, the word 3. Check out any of our other shows. Jump on, buy some merch. There's some really cool merch stuff on there. And then make sure you give us a like and a follow, because those things go a lot farther than what you really think. So, and the 5-star reviews, those also mean a lot.
Yeah.
Boys, anything you want to send us out on?
Buy some merch. Watch the shows.
Get that Judge Joe thong.
Thong, 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 thong.